Good evening. This is Rooftop Sports, and welcome back to Mariners baseball as the Mariners are coming off of a huge victory over the Houston Astros. Although there was a little bit of a heart attack moment to it where Yordan Alvarez had a 3-run home run. Andres Munoz was working himself into a jam, but luckily good defense by Leo Rivas was what seemed to carry the load for the Seattle Mariners to get that save. And Leo Rivas did play some really good defense last night. He really did. He really did save. I'll say that he did save a lot of runs. I can tell you that. And also Randy Arozarena hit a nice home run. And it looks like he is vibing with Yordan Alvarez because I think both of them are from Cuba. And now let's look at the starting pitchers is going to be Lance McCullers and Luis La Piedra Castillo. Luis Castillo's actually got off to a good start this season. He did struggle against the Angels. And let's look at the lineups for the Seattle Mariners. Okay, that's not for the Seattle Mariners. The Houston Astros. It's going to be Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, Isaac Paredes, Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Loperfido, Cam Smith, Yanni Diaz, and Taylor Trammell, the former Mariner. And for the Seattle Mariners, it's going to be J.P. Crawford, Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley, Cole Young, Dom Canzone, and Leo Rivas. Players that will really need to pick it up, it's going to be Cal Raleigh, Julio, and Naylor. If they cannot score as many runs, and the bottom feeders are the ones that struggle, Mariners aren't going to win that many games. So they are going to have to really step up and really make it happen because Mariners cannot afford to have a bunch of bad starts like this. Like, they just can't afford it. Like, you just can't. And let's get into commercial break, shall we? SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. And use that promo code if you are still outside getting chased down by a scalper. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get into the stadium for $20 off the purchase. So use mine rather than that scalper. You can't really trust them, unfortunately. And we are going to get ready. It looks like it is going to be in about 1 minute. 6 days until I go to my first Mariners game of the season. I think I'm projected to go to about 3 this season. That's what I'm shooting for, at least. And it's going to be a huge crowd, maybe a little bit inflated by the Astro fans. Houston Astros at 6-8. Mariners are sitting at 5-9. And it's going to be Jeremy Pena. He's going to be at the first one up to the plate. Yordan Alvarez is one of 3 left-handed batters. Mariners have a load of them. They've got, for their lefties, they got J.P. Crawford, Cal Raleigh, Luke Raley, Cole Young, Dom Canzone, and Leo Rivas. Lots of lefties. They're trying to get it to that right field is what they're trying to do. And that first pitch is coming. And they're showing Castillo he uses a 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, and a changeup. Probably maybe should use more of that changeup going forward. And the defensive alignment, basically the same defense as yesterday. Leo Rivas is at third base once again. Brendan Donovan is still dealing with an injury. More like he's just sicko. And we are getting ready for our first pitch in just a few moments. And now here is the first pitch. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And that first pitch was brought to you by SeatGeek. Use that promo code RoofTopSports for your $20 off. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball foul. And that is going to be 2 strikes. Got my first comment. Going to be another great stream. Yes, thank you very much, Typical Taryn. And thank you for donating to the channel. As now we're at 1-2 on Jeremy Pena. And now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. And now the 2-2 pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to left field. A little bit of ways for Rosarena, but he does make the catch, and that's going to be 1 away. Now we got Yordan Alvarez, the big-time Mariner killer. He's going to be up to the plate. Mariners were very lucky that they didn't have to deal with him that much last season. And now the 0-1, and that's going to be popped up. He got him jammed up, and Cole Young is going to be there, and he makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 quick outs, happen in just less than 10 pitches. And now we've got Isaac Paredes up to the plate. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 0-2 for Paredes. He walks pretty well. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul again. And that pitch count is going up a little bit. Now the pitch. And outside for a ball. Isaac Paredes is still fighting it. And the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball again. That's going to be 2-2. And the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball foul, and he is still fighting it off. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to retire the side. Let's hope the Mariners can come up with some offense, and we are going to go into commercial break. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website. Commercial break is still ongoing. And we're back from the break. And that's going to be a strike. Brendan Donovan is hoping to be back tomorrow as he is under the weather. Now the pitch to J.P. Crawford. And check swing. Did he go? He did not. Now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. We're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. That's going to be 3-1. Yesterday, if anyone remembers, the Astros did shortly run out of their challenges real soon, and that cost them the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Really snuck in there. That was a nice pitch by McCullers, and that's going to be strike 2. As now we're at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. And did he go? He does not. And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base for J.P. Crawford. A really good at bat. And now we got a man on first base with nobody out. And it's going to be the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And let's see what damage that he can cause. Let's hope so. Because they really need some big hits out of Cal Raleigh. It is an absolute understatement that they do need him. Now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right field, and that is gone! What a start for Cal Raleigh in this game. A 2-run home run for the big dumper, thanks to J.P. Crawford walking, and then Cal Raleigh just blasting a home run 364 feet. It's the Mariners 2 and the Astros nothing. What a start for the Mariners. And now it's going to be up to Julio Rodriguez to see what he can do. 106 mile an hour exit velocity. That was just an absolute laser just leaving the baseball field. What a start. Dumper with a huge home run. And that's going to be Julio Rodriguez. That's going to be low for a ball. Only 8 pitches in, and the Mariners are already up 2-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. It's going to be 2-0 for Julio Rodriguez. And the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we got to Julio. Now there's going to be a ground ball. That's going to get right through for a base hit. That's a fair ball. And Julio Rodriguez should be going in with a stand-up double. And I wonder if he's going to go for 3. No, he's going to stay. That's going to be an extra base hit, and I think that's the first one of the season for Julio Rodriguez. Yeah, Cal Raleigh completely blasted that. Now we got Josh Naylor up to the plate. Let's see if he can add to it. Let's get him to step up. And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Let's go, Josh Naylor. You don't necessarily have to get a home run. You just have to poke something in. As we're at 1-0 for Josh Naylor. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and way to just kill the momentum, Josh Naylor. And he makes the catch. Now we got 2-0. The pitch to Rosarena, and that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now here's Randy, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Now the 1-2. And that's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be 2-2 for the El Rando Grando Rosarena. I mean, Randy doesn't really have to do much. All he has to do is literally just, now the pitch. Oh, and caught by the pitcher. Going to be a double play. And McCullers just saved his own life, and that's going to retire the side. I mean, you got to give credit. That was a good catch. Props to the reflexes for McCullers. Yeah, I can't hate that. I mean, it was just excellent reflexes. Those are hard. That's really hard to do in baseball as well. I mean, that's where baseball can be a dangerous sport. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
And we are back from the break. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Castillo had a 1-2-3, and he definitely needs another one. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a base hit to left field. And Jose Altuve gets in there with a base hit. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Now we're at 0-1. That's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch and swing and a miss to Carlos Correa, and that's going to be strike 2. Now the pitch, low for a ball. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball, double play ball, throw to second, and the throw. Nope, no play. And now here's Loperfido. Now the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Now the pitch, it's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And check swing. Did he go? He did go, and that's going to be 1-2. And it's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 2-2, the pitch. And that's going to be another foul ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. And it's going to be fouled again. We're at 3-2. And the pitch. And fouled again. And Loperfito's really making Castillo work. And now he's at 31 pitches. Now we're at 3-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be up high for ball 4. Take your base. Cam Smith is now up to the plate. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. And noticeably, Castillo really is struggling in this inning. Now we're at 1-0. Cal Raleigh's having a chatter with the La Piedra to try to get him to calm down. Now we're at 1-0. And the pitch. And check swing, did he go? He did not. And the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball. And that's going to be a blooper, and that is going to be a base hit. And I think they're going to wave him around. And now, and Julio's arm was enough. And he would have had luck to throw to third, and not in time. And now you got the bases loaded with just one out. And this is where it gets very dangerous. Something that you don't feel good about. You gotta get a double play. Now here's Yanni Diaz up to the plate. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one. mean, it's almost like when the Mariners actually score runs, the Astros just are on the verge of always answering back anyway. So I don't know what the real issue is with the Mariners. They always seem to do this to themselves. Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Just one out with the bases loaded. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch outside for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. And this is where it gets scary. Now the pitch. And fouled again. We're at 2-2. Outside for a ball, and it's like, throw some strikes. Now we're at 3-2. And now the 3-2. And that's going to be fouled away. Just doesn't make you feel that good at all. Now we're at 3-2. And now the pitch. And, oh, they're going to try to challenge it. And I think this is more of a desperation call. I don't think it's going to be a strike. But they're just doing this out of desperation. Oh, they got him. Strike 3 called. And that's going to be 2 outs. Oh, that was close. Just barely. Now we got Taylor Trammell up to the plate, the former Mariner. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball belted to deep left field. And that is going to be off the wall, nearly a grand slam home run. And I think that's going to bring all 3 runs in. And of course, Taylor Trammell is able to do against his former team. And now it's 3-2. Why is it when the Mariners get a lead, they blow it instantly? Are we better off just losing? I wonder what Taylor Trammell's career versus the Mariners. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. That was nearly a grand slam, by the way. Yeah, but Julio didn't really amount to anything, though. That was all just wasted. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to left field, and Arozarena makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. But the Mariners do give up 3 runs. Like, the lead's just erased immediately.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki. with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki tiki. Tiki tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. It's just frustrating that it always, anytime the Mariners get a lead, it just evaporates immediately. Especially against Taylor Trammell out of all players. Like, if it was like Yordan Alvarez, I'd have been like, okay, fine. But if it's Taylor Trammell, for someone that was really that bad for the Mariners, that should be easy, you would think, right? Cal Raleigh 70s jersey night. That's nice. And now the pitch to Raley. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Mariners, Trammell versus the Mariners. 3 for 7. Wow. I did not think of that. Now here's Raley. And that's going to be popped up and foul. But it could be playable. Nope. Out of play. How's it going, Oklahoma man? Now he is 4 for 8. Now the pitch. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you can't blame him, can you? Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Oops, I did not mean to say that. Now here's Cole Young, the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And now the 0-1 pitch. Oh, inside. That nearly hit him. That's going to be 1-1. Now the 1-1. And that's going to be popped up, or it could be a fly ball. Nope. He got way under it, but that was impressive considering how that was swung. And that's going to be 2 outs already. Now here is Dom Canzone to the plate. The pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be that's going to be a strike. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be 2-2. Now we're at 2-2. Now here's going to be a right to first base. And that's going to retire the side. That was Isaac Paredes making the play. And then already a 1-2-3 inning. How absolutely pathetic. No, nothing is. It's not ready yet. It's not official yet. So I am not ready yet because the NBA owners still have to approve it. Oh, and I know if you covered this earlier, but apparently I got sent back to Houston to check for injury. Yep, after his disaster. Yep, I heard about that. Yep. And he should have gave up a lot more runs than he did. The way the Mariners were getting him, they were walking pretty much the entire time. And we are back from the break. Well, Europe, you never know. It still could happen. Like, if expansion doesn't work out, then anything can happen, honestly. As we are at 1-2 for Yordan Alvarez. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball drilled to right field. And Rayleigh just gave up a home run. And Alvarez has homered again, second time in his 2 games. And that is going to be home run number 6 for Yordan Alvarez. You can boo all you want, Mariners fans, but it doesn't change the fact that he just hit a home run. Cannot deny it. Now here's Paredes. And that's going to be a strike. Now the 1-0-1. And now it's going to be a blooper and, caught by Julio Rodriguez. Now here's Altuve up to the plate. Yep, these Astro hitters, they really love feasting. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. It's 1 out. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Throw to first, and that's going to be in time. That's going to be 2 outs. Wow, Julio Rodriguez said something that I think should be considered controversial. And now the pitch to Correa. And that is a strike. And this is about Julio Rodriguez. Basically, he is critiquing the negativity by online fans in response to the team's early hitting slump. And now this pitch. And that is going to be a strike. I'll read it to you after this commercial break. I guess so too. I'll read it to you. And now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-2 for Correa. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. We're at 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a blooper. And that gets over the head of Cole Young, base hit. And the Astros continue to feast it on. As it's 4-2 after that Alvarez home run. Loperfido is now up to the plate. Castillo is now at 61 pitches. It's going to be a bullpen day. We got 2 more games after this. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a fair ball. And that should be bringing Correa home. He is running, still running, but looks like he's going to stop at third. And now it's going to be no throw. And now we got runners on second and third with 2 outs. That was Cam Smith with the hit. Actually, no, that was Loperfido. Just off the glove. Just gets right through the glove of Josh Naylor. Now we got Cam Smith, a chance to do some damage. Now here's Cam Smith. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. As we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. So we're at 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And it's going to be outside for a ball. One, two. And that's going to be a foul ball. They're just constantly fouling off of him. We're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now it's going to be 2-2. Two balls and two strikes for Cam Smith. The chance to bring in some runs again. The crazy thing is the Mariners are not going to have a day off until Thursday the 23rd. Scary. Now we're at 2-2. The pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball foul. And that's going to be foul ball again, 2-2. And Castillo's getting close to 70 pitches. Cooper Criswell, 80-plus inning relief outing incoming. I know. It's not good. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Nothing to challenge there. And now the pitch. And it's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 3-2. And the pitch. And the foul ball again. As we're at 3-2, 72 pitches. Now the pitch. And fouled again. Now it's 3-2. Three, two. Yep, and that's another foul ball. Yeah, Smith now has the leverage over Castillo. We're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be right over there for a base hit. That's easily going to bring in 2 runs in the throw to the plate. And that's going to be not in time. Cam Smith, who fought off all the pitches, and then who fought off all the foul balls and got a base hit right up the middle. And now here comes Pete Woodworth. And have a talk with him. Mariners are winning 6-2. Castillo's just not good anymore. Now the pitch. And swing and a miss. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Yandy Diaz. OKC No Face says, I'm glad I don't get to see what would happen if they actually went to Europe before Seattle. Yeah, that would have been a disaster. We're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 1-2. Castillo is close to 80 pitches. If I were them, they're going to have to warm up in the bullpen. We're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fans should not be clapping. Fans should be staying silent, not clapping for a strikeout. Castillo blew that inning. Either don't clap or just boo. I really just don't get it. Why is it that when Castillo gives up all those runs, he finally gets a strikeout to end the inning, and then fans still clap? I'm like, no, you boo him, point at him, and remind him how much he is an absolute disaster. Accountability. Oh, and I got to read whatever Julio Rodriguez said. All right, let's go to it. It goes, I've seen so many things online, man. People just talk so much, he said. It's hilarious. The funniest thing I saw, honestly, was about the bat speed. Oh, the Mariners are swinging slower. It's like we're not trying to swing slower. It's just cold as fuck in Seattle. Sounds like this guy's just making excuses. He is mostly able to laugh off the outside noise. Oh, we're back from the break. That was a fast commercial break. I'm going to have to read that again. And now here's Rivas up to the plate. Probably automatic out right there. And now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Surprised they didn't challenge that one because I thought that was right in the zone. Now we're at 1-0. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Going to be J.P. Crawford and Cal Raleigh after this. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball, 2-1. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now the 3-1. And that's going to be a strike. Now we're at 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Forced positivity. I hate that. I'm calling out the team as it is. I'm not kissing up to anything. We're not cheerleaders. We're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And fouled again. But we all know how this goes. When the Astros fouled off so much, they're going to get a base hit. But when the Mariners foul off, they end up striking out. We're at 3-2. And now the pitch. And strike 3 called, and he knew it. That's going to be one away. It's going to be J.P. Crawford up to the plate. And now the pitch to Crawford. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. So we're at 1-1 for JP. And the pitch. Low for a ball. It's going to be 2-1. Now it's 2-1. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. That was your pitch right there, JP. What are you doing? You're just sitting there doing nothing. As we're at 2-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Now it's going to be a full count 3-2, just like how Leo Rivas was at 3-2 as well. And he completely just wasted it. And the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's going to be well in territory. And he makes the catch. Each inning, I'm calling for it. Each inning, the Mariners don't score or they give up runs. Just boo them. And that's going to be 0-1 for Cal Raleigh. As we're at 0-1. As we're at 0-1. And that's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-2. I'm on my 12th game of the season so far. Once it gets to tomorrow, it's going to be 13. So my magic number right now is now 88 the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. My magic number is now 88. Tomorrow it will be 87. I'll be at 17 games by the Padres game. The pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And unfortunately, all Cal Raleigh's probably thinking about is just trying to hit that home run, which I don't blame him. But getting 2 home runs in the game is really a lot to ask. Now we're at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2. Once again, the third batter in a row goes 3-2. How about the Mariners? World Series, baby! We're at 3-2 on the full count. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up into left field. And he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. Now let's read that Julio Rodriguez comment, which was very cringe. I want you guys to listen very carefully. Julio Rodriguez said this: "I've seen so many things online, man. People just talk so much," he said. "It's hilarious. The funniest thing I saw, honestly, was about the bat speed. Oh, the Mariners are swinging slower. It's not like we're trying to swing slower. It's just cold as F in Seattle." He's mostly able to laugh it off the outside noise. It's hilarious just trying to see so many people just trying to find answers, trying to talk about something, he said. It's like, guys, I wish you knew how this actually goes. For people that actually watch all 162 games, which I watched about half last season, you know you are going to win some, you're going to lose some, but eventually results will be there. The best teams are going to be playing in the playoffs. That's just how things happen. We are going to be good to each other, work for each other. At the end of the day, we are going to be ready to fight. So basically, Julio is just trying to complain about Mariners fans just for having an opinion. Julio, you are such a baby. And there's no way that this could be true. I gotta fact check this. But I wonder where this was even found in the first place. And looks like we are back from the break. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. This could be a lot to make. Nope. There's going to be no play to first base. Taylor Trammell with another base hit. Looks like he did. And now the pitch. That's going to be popped up and foul. Castillo's now at 82 pitches. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. I still wonder where the UW doghouse got those statements from Julio. I'm really curious. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a blooper, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And now we got nobody out, and we got Yordan Alvarez up to the plate. And this is where things get very dangerous. Taylor Trammell and Jeremy Pena are on first base. Alvarez has a chance to do damage. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Because we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Yeah, it looks like people have already checked out of this Mariners game all right. So we're at 1-1. And the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball drilled to right field. And Rayleigh's going to be there, makes the catch anyway. And then Trammell's going to go to third base. And also Pena goes to second base. And now we've got only one out. Isaac Paredes is up to the plate. And I wonder what they should do with this one. You're not in a really ideal situation. You can't really intentionally walk because then you have Altuve up to the plate who would also do damage. And that's going to be a strike. As we're at 0-1. And the pitch. That's going to be up high for a ball. It's going to be 90 pitches for Castillo. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Now the pitch. Now here's good. Oh, no, that's going to be a base hit. And now here comes Taylor Trammell. Correa's probably, no, he's going to stay at third. And I think that might be it for Luis Castillo. He has given up 7 runs. And now here comes Dan Wilson onto the mound, and he has seen enough. Yeah, that is more than just it. And I want, yep, you're going to bring him out. They better be booing Castillo because he doesn't deserve any kind of an ovation. Yeah, no Mariner fans will be cheering on that one. He doesn't deserve a standing ovation. If anything, he should be booed for that. The problem with that article, though, is I can't find the actual source for it. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT. And we are back from the break, and I think it's Casey Legumina or Casey Lawrence Looks like it's from the Seattle Times. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that could be double play ball. Throw to second, throw to first. In time for the double play. And that's going to retire the side. Well, Castillo gave up more runs, and oh man. Yeah, he got taken out for a reason because he gave up more runs, maybe. This is brutal. This is brutal. Is there a comeback? Is there a comeback? No. I don't see it happening at all. And we are back from the break. It's going to be Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. Now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. And that's going to be a ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now we're at 1-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. Way the fans were acting yesterday, you'd think we won 19-1. It was cathartic win, but it was a lot closer than it looked. It really was. Yeah, 1 win, and the Mariners acted like World Series, baby. Now we're at 1-2 for Julio. And now the pitch. And strike 3. Challenge the call. What are you doing, Julio? Why aren't you challenging? That was more than challengeable. Coward. Well, that was bottom 4th. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Goes to first. That's going to be in time. I don't understand why Julio didn't challenge that. That was more than a challengeable call. It's like, what are you doing, Julio? Just proves he has no heart and doesn't care. And now the pitch to Rosarena. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. I mean, I gave Dan Wilson benefit of the doubt when he was interim. And then 25, he was a terrible manager throughout the entire time. I see people complain about challenging my speed online. It's just cold in Seattle, man. Julio tomorrow probably. Oh, and that's going to be strike 3. Man, I got to go piss. This is really just embarrassing. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
Who knows if I'll go to that? I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. That's going to be outside for a ball as we are back from the break. Carlos Correa is now leading it off. And now the pitch. I know, right? Isn't it? Okay, Hunter, I'll be honest. What did you think of Scott Service as a manager? Do you think he was a better manager, or do you think Dan Wilson was better, or do you think they're about the same? We'll be curious to hear about it. We're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And I'm surprised that they did not challenge that. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is going to be strike 2. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. Not a good effort by J.P. Crawford, and now that's going to be a runner on first base. By the way, it's 7-2. You're pretty much convinced that this game is pretty much over at this point. There's Lopo. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. They're in the same in the both relay orders in the front office. Yep, pretty much. And now the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Strike 3 called, and that is going to be 1 out. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit, and that is probably going to bring in another run. And it gets away. Going to be runners on second and third with 1 out. Cam Smith has really been feasting on the Mariners. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball and throw to first. That's going to be in time. That's going to be 2 outs. This is my 12th game of the season. It's going to be 13 by tomorrow. Here's Taylor Trammell now up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1 for Trammell. And check swing, did he go? He did not. Legumina is at a 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. It's going to be 1-2, but Trammell is 2 for 2 right now. Probably going to hit a home run. The pitch. And strike 3 called, and why didn't they challenge that? Weird. I guess they don't, that's... You know the Astros are not taking the Mariners seriously when they didn't even challenge a bad strike call. So Taylor Trammell struck out on a very questionable strike call, and he still didn't challenge it with runners on second and third. That just shows how much the Astros don't. That just shows how much the Astros don't respect the Mariners. It's actually hilarious. Now sizzling at Apollo Mediterranean Greek Food, come enjoy our flat-top grilled Greek chicken and beef, Slovaki tender, juicy and bursting with Mediterranean flavor, served with savory yellow rice, fresh daily cut veggies for our crisp salads, homemade hummus, plus warm pita, and our signature tzatziki, perfect for a fresh filling meal made with care. Cold beer available. Order now at apollogreekfood.com. Come visit us for a delicious meal and a cold beer. We'd love to serve you. Now here is Luke Raley as we are back from the break. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. It's almost like the Mariners just have no fight. As we're at 1-0. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop. And now the throw to first. That's going to be in time. It looks like someone got pulled from the game. Allen is now the shortstop. And that was Jeremy Pena, who's kind of just shaken up. And now we've got Cole Young up to the plate. The Mariners phenom. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's just really trying to get something going. That's going to be strike one. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And check swing. He did go indeed. Just an atrocious swing. We're at 0-2 for Cole. McCullers on 66 pitches. The pitch. Now here's going to be a liner to right field, and that's going to be a base hit. And that will get something, hopefully something going. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner to the gap, and that is going to be a base hit. That's going to bring Cole Young to third base. I wonder if they're going to try to bring him home. And are they waving him home? No, they won't. And now we got runners on second and third with one out. And now who is going to be up? It's going to be Leo Rivas. Now we got Leo Rivas up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And now we're at 2-0, and now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right field. Is that fair? That's going to foul? Is that a foul ball? You got to be kidding me. Now we're at 2-2 still, and he's probably going to strike out. Like, when you foul like that, your confidence is gone for sure. Like, he's going to strike out right here. Watch the pitch. Up high for a ball, and that's going to be 3-2. Now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. Now you got the bases loaded for J.P. Crawford. Now we got J.P. Crawford. Yeah, and the coach is going to be like, yeah, just chill out. J.P. Crawford sucks. The pitching coach for the Astros is just reminding McCullers that J.P. Crawford sucks. I mean, Crawford's probably going to hit into a double play. Just watch. Crawford's hitting into a double play. JP is for sure hitting a double play. The pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Honestly, I almost would just rather take the out because anything else that JP Crawford does might hit a double play. As we're at 0-1, the pitch. Okay, Crawford, you should have took that. It was only a 93, you coward. He should have took that. Now the pitch. And a foul ball. See, you would have gotten hit anyway. And now it looks like, uh-oh, Crawford is hurting. Now we got 1-2. And now here is the pitch. Up high for a ball. He has 6 career grand slams. Ooh, didn't even know that. He had 2 last season. Now we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a liner, and that is going to be a base hit. That should be bringing in 2 more runs. Here comes Cole Young. Bobbles the ball is Taylor Trammell, and now the throw is going to really go nowhere, and it's going to be 2-run RBI for J.P. Crawford, a 2-run RBI single. And the Mariners, they are crawling their way back into this game. And the Mariners are possibly back in business. McCullers is now out, and Oker is coming in. Cal Raleigh still has a chance to do damage. Yeah, Trammell really should have challenged that. That's just how... Oh, Dutchy Clutch, you want me to apologize? Hey, if the Mariners win this game, I'll think about it. That was clutch. J.P. Crawford actually got a 2-run single, and the Mariners are within 3 with Dumper coming up. What could possibly go wrong? Poor JP gets the most of your... Hey, he's getting paid $12 million. Are you going to delete your tweet? You're watching my Twitter now? I can't delete. Oh, John Paul is his name. He is known as John Paul Crawford. Okay. Oh, boy. Yep, that's great. All these Twitch people are crazy. These Twitch. Hey, get me some more people, can you? Got that dog in him. I'm not watching your Twitter. No, Lo. You type that out loud. I mean, I said it out loud. And now we got Cal Raleigh up to the plate. He has a chance to really put the Mariners more back in business. Now here's Cal Raleigh. They went with the lefty, and now the pitch to Cal, and that's going to be inside for a ball. Okay, Cal Raleigh, there's a reason why you didn't win the MVP, because you strike out too much, and you're showing exactly why you didn't get it. Now the pitch, and that is a strike. Okay, yeah. So I was not upset when Aaron Judge got the MVP. I mean, Cal Raleigh, when you're batting like 247, of course you're not going to get the MVP unless you hit like 80 home runs. Now the pitch. I think even if he hit 100 home runs or broke the Bonds record, I don't know if he was hanging at 247, I don't know if he would have gotten the MVP anyway. I mean, Mark McGwire hit 70 home runs over Sosa, but Sosa still got the MVP. The 2-1. And that's going to be popped up. And is that going to drop? Oh, it drops! But I think if he caught it, that still could have been a sacrifice. Cal's really trying, I guess. Now, that's a tough angle. That I know for sure it's a tough angle. We're at 2-2 for Dumper. But he is 2 for 7 against Stephen O'Care. And throw back to first. And thank you, J.P. Crawford, for not taking that big lead, because you would have been just tossed away. He's not here, and I wish he was here. As we're at 2-2 for Cal Raleigh. Prove it to yourself, Cal Raleigh, and the team and us. The pitch. Now here's going to be a broken bat fly ball, but that is going to be caught. Is that going to be enough? Tagging at third is Rivas, and that's going to be cut off. And Cal Raleigh just put it within 2 with a sacrifice fly to make it a 7-5 ball game off the broken bat. And now he's doing a sword thing. What are you doing, Cal Raleigh? Yeah, it was a nice broken bat. There goes that torpedo bat. Would have been nice if it was a base hit instead, though. But now we got Julio Rodriguez. He is the tying run at the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Yeah, well, I mean, the Mariners are very much back in business, but they still got to keep attacking. As we're at 1-0. The 1-0. And that's going to be a strike. As we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be foul ball. That's going to be strike 2. I think that could have gotten the run in. Maybe with JP's legs. He doesn't really have much legs, though. That's the problem. Joe, if you blink your Twitch chatters, are you favorite? I don't know. He blinked. Now we're at 1-2. And that's going to be a foul ball. That was on the inside. Oh, you tricked me to do it. Oh my gosh. You guys tricked me. Because we're at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field. And that's going to be gone. That's a home run for Julio Rodriguez. He has just tied the game. Mariners are back in business. It is now 7-7 on a home run by Julio Rodriguez. And double check with me, that might be his first home run of the season. This ball game is tied. Oh my goodness. And can we say it's safe to say that Taylor Trammell should have challenged that call? Unbelievable. Mariners were down 7-2, and now all of a sudden they are back in business. Julio just crushed that out of there. Now the pitch, and that's going to be popped up. You just had to ruin the mood, didn't you, Josh Naylor? Get yourself out of here. Okay, Julio, okay, stop it. You don't have to keep doing that. Oh my goodness. It was 7-2, and then Cal Raleigh with a sacrifice fly, and then oh my goodness, it was a 2-run single by J.P. Crawford, then a sacrifice fly RBI by Cal Raleigh, and then a 2-run home run by Julio Rodriguez. And the game is tied, only for probably the Mariners to completely blow this up. Am I the only one noticing that Taylor Trammell not challenging the bad strike call might actually cost the Astros? Yeah. Wait, what? No, don't do that. Don't be a simp. Stop that right now. If you have a girlfriend right now, no, you protect your girlfriend away from Julio's taken anyway. Julio has aura? Well, you better hope so. We simp for Julio. I simp for nobody. And now we are back from the break. Now we got Jose Ferrer. And now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. We're now in the top of the 6th inning. Legumino, yeah, his day was pretty much done. He gave up 2 hits. He had 2 strikeouts, but not really going to last. The pitch. Exactly. Do not simp for Julio. Dutchy Clutch, stop it. Don't do that don't sell yourself short. Don't be that crazy. You don't want to do that. Now the 2-0. And that's going to be a strike. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Let's hope that Ferrer makes it a clean inning because I don't think any of these Mariners pitchers have made it a clean inning. Let's just stop. I mean, JP is taken. Julio's taken anyway, so too bad. I'm pretty sure Brian Wu, I'm pretty sure he's also taken. Whatever you do, no, if you have a girlfriend and you love her, like don't do that. Just don't. I hope she's reading that too. And that's going to be, this could be trouble. Bloop, who's got it? Rayleigh's got it. He makes the catch. And now here's Alvarez. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. Alvarez, very dangerous hitter. Let's not forget about that. Now the pitch. And then did he go? He did go, and that's going to be strike 2. Your girlfriend's a Padres fan? That's okay. What, so you're going to take advantage of that? It would be hilarious. I almost want her to read that. Now the 0-2. I mean, come on. Like, if you're happy with her, don't be saying, oh, yeah, you can date my girlfriend. That's literally simping 101. Do not be simp. I mean, oh, my gosh. I got to tell you something. Now the 1-2. There's this girl from high school I really liked. Well, not only did she not give me a chance, she did this 3 different times in a span of 10 years. I know, I'm such an idiot. No, don't get me wrong. I was dating others during that time. Now we're at 1-2. The pitch. Oh, and I think that hit. Oh, it hit the umpire. Let's hope the umpire's okay. That hurts because he ain't wearing elbow pads. Cal Raleigh's just having a chat with him saying if he is okay. Ooh, yeah, you never want to see the umpire getting hit. That hurts. Hold on, yeah, I'm not. Okay, so she did. No, Dutchy Clutch, what are you? You're saying all these savage things. Like, why do you even say that? Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball. Ice in your veins, huh? No, she gave this chance to some other guy, and then this other guy, and then now this other guy, and then this other guy. The pitch. And that's going to be popped up. Oh, this could be trouble. Here's a Rosarena. And the lack of effort. A Rosarena just doesn't try, doesn't he? I'll tell you guys after commercial break about this whole simping thing. Now we've got Isaac Paredes. This is getting dangerous because Randy Rosarena's lazy defense. Now the pitch. And that's going to be fly ball popped up to right field, but Rayleigh's going to be there. And he makes the catch. And to think she could have been with the number 1. Yep. But here's the thing. The way I see it, if she didn't see me then, don't see me now. If she wasn't, yeah. Now we got Jose Altuve up to the plate. Don't do that too much. Another pitch, inside for a ball. If it didn't work, it didn't work. It didn't work for a reason. That's where I'm at. I'm not going to just dwell on something that happened 16 years ago. As we're at 1-0 for Altuve. And the pitch. And check swing foul. It's what it is. No, I don't even want the chance. Trust me, I really don't want it. No, Dutchy clutch, stop it. Stop. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Okay, let's focus on this. If you are watching the game right now, cheer your lungs out. Forget about your girlfriend things. Let's scream. Let's go. Get the strikeout. Come on. Why are we screaming our lungs out? You got to be cheering. Ah! Now the pitch. And a foul ball. Yeah. We should be cheering. It's 2 outs and 2 strikes. Mariners fans should be screaming now. All right, let's go. Come on, we got to cheer. Let's go. Scream. Ah! The pitch. Outside for a ball. Come on, we gotta finish this. Gotta finish this inning, guys. He really isn't an easy guy to strike out. It's true. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. And knowing Ferrer, he seems like more of a one-inning guy. Already 19 pitches. Yeah, he's done after this inning. Come on, let's go. Now you're cheering. Now. I think people are reading my Twitter. Let's go. Come on. 2-2. Let's go. Let's get him out. Don't make me keep popping my knuckles. The 2-2. Oh, that's going to be a foul ball. That is true. Mariner fans got no heart. All right, there you go. Let's go. Let's cheer. Maybe if you donate some money to me, maybe the cheers will be louder. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And strike 3 called, and that's going to retire the side. What an inning for Jose Ferrer. That's going to retire, and we're going into the bottom of the 6th inning with pretty much a clean inning. Okay, so here's what happened. So I went for this person, and then the guy, but here's the thing. She chose this other guy over me, but here was the crazy twist. The guy was cheating on her current girlfriend just to get the one that I was trying to date. Oh, and lo and behold, it happened. She got cheated on herself with the best friend. And then the cycle basically repeated itself about a year later. And then about 8 years later, yeah, I was that dumb enough to try it again. And then she chose some other guy who has already who's already broken up. Already broke up with him once, flew off to Vegas, and God knows what she did, and then went back with her. And what I'm expecting from her, because she thinks I'm still this friend, she's going to totally ask me to the wedding. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, nope. You rejected me 3 times. You chose this guy over me. I ain't simping. And then she's going to get so offended. Her ego is going to go in the tank. Imagine if her happiness of that wedding was dependent on my attendance. I'm going to be like, no, I'd rather just scream at my camera watching the Mariners get their asses whooped. Yep. This is the comment of the night. What? Dutchy clutches. She sounds mid, bro. Oh, she's mid already. Yeah, dodge bullet. Yes! Yes! Base comments! No. I don't want to open Pandora's, but no, this is like absolutely not. Like, do not. I'm not giving it a chance. No! Man, you Twitch people are probably more loyal than my YouTube people. Where are you, YouTube people? Now, here's Randy Arozarena. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And Twitch people, if you love me that much, go on to my Venmo. Because I can't really make any money on Twitch yet, unless you guys get me grown up. Now, here's going to be a fly ball to right, foul. All right, if you guys love me for that long, there you go. Say you will go and then don't show up. Yes! No, I still want to be straight up. I don't want to toy with it. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's true. I know. Man, you Twitch people are really coming on. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Only 2 people on Twitch. Get some more people. Get some more homies then. Guess I'm going to have to run an ad campaign for my Twitch. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And foul ball. I don't believe in rally caps, Tony. I wonder if Vader does, though. Probably not. Rally shoe? Rally shoes are even more cringe. Oh, no! Don't do that, FSG. As we're at 2-2. And the pitch. It's just got to grow organically, that's all. All right, so I got some more people. Wait, stay on YouTube. Oh, my gosh. Man, you guys are really making this fun. Without you guys, I would be falling asleep. Even if the Mariners were winning and making an exciting game, it's about you guys that make it more fun. The 2-2. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. Man, I'm getting Twitch people and YouTube people. Where are my YouTube people at? You guys are getting embarrassed. Because you have Twitch people out twitching you. What about the YouTubers? Where are my YouTube people? Now the pitch. Oh, and that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. Noob tube. What is this Dutchy clutch guy? This guy is weird, but I like him already. I like him a lot. And don't take that too seriously. YouTube viewers are unloyal closeted Astros fans. Twitch are Sims. We don't. Oh. Hey, bad man, explain what a simp is. I want to hear your explanation. Oh, and that person, if I was like, I ain't simping for you, should have been like, do you even know what a simp is? And she would have given me this total, like, PC type answer of what a simp is. Now, here's Luke Raley. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Oh, we got something from Kicks. All these Kicks people are terrible. All they do is like, oh, yeah, come on to my link and I'm going to give you some of the... Basically asking for my money is what they're doing. As we're at 0-1 for Luke Raley. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. I have 43 followers so far. I need some more. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Monetization requirements for Twitch. What is that? Need 50 followers. All right, help me get to 50. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball again. Wonder what my numbers truly are. Now I'm very curious. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And oh man, that was a horrible swing, Luke Rayleigh. What were you doing outside the strike zone? It was like way up there. You weren't gonna get just garbage. Now here's Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. That's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. That's going to be up high for a ball, 2-0. See, you got to do something more like that. Meet you at Alki tomorrow. We can be besties. I got so much to do. Oh, so I guess me showing up to someone's wedding is not being a simp. Okay. She totally would have said that. Well, what do you think? Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Well, what do you think? Like, if someone invited me to her wedding because she thinks I'm a friend, and if I said yes, does that make me a simp? I mean, I would still totally say it, even if it's wrong. As we're at 2-1 for Cole Young. Now the pitch. And Rosarena was trying to go to second base because Cole Young had a really good pitch to swing at. I don't need to do that. That's an unhealthy thing to do. I don't need to use people. Just leave it as it is. It's fine. Really, it's fine. Now we're at 2-2. And still foul ball. Now the pitch. And low for a ball. Now we're at 3-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another wasted at bat. Back-to-back strikeouts going against Cole Young. And now it's going to be Dom Canzone up to the plate. Oh, man. And they're gonna the lefty. They're gonna flex on him. I don't know. What would you do? Keep in Canzone? Man, they just won't stop showing that Derek Jeter play. They just gaze about Derek Jeter so obsessively. It's kind of disturbing. They just won't stop talking about Derek Jeter. No one's gonna talk about the fact that he was the worst defensive shortstop, especially Hall of Fame shortstop in all of baseball, and it wasn't even close. Negative 162 runs saved is all I can say about him. Commercial break is still on the going. And we are back from the break, and they brought in Rob Refsnyder. And now the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. They decided to do the matchup game because they know that the Mariners love to play their matchups because all they ever do is go for platoon hitters. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball already, strike two. Now the pitch. Oh, up high for a ball. Oh, man, I missed a lot. I deserve way better. Yep. I hope he made her sign a prenup if they're going to get married. So I'll feel more for the guy, honestly. Now we're at 1-2, the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Who is going to win? I'm still taking the Astros. Lepton Cook. Refsnyder hasn't done crap. Respect. Oh, Derek Jeter, no respect. Analytics ball. Refsnyder hasn't done anything. Nope. As we're at 1-2 for the Refsnyder. As we're at the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Man, if Refsnyder can really hit a bomb, wouldn't that be nice? Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be fouled again. He is still fighting it off. As we're at 1-2. And the pitch. Oh, and that's going to be missing it for a ball. That's going to be 2-2 for the Refsnyder. Now I have 16 people on this show. We're at 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. That nearly gets away. That could have gotten Randy Arozarena to second base. Rivas is now on deck. Now we're at 3-2. It's going to be the payoff. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Actually made contact, but the throw to first. It's going to be in time, and that's going to retire the side. Oh, another a wasted inning for the Mariners. Now it's just speaking danger. Now you're just knocking on the door. Houston is going to be knocking on the door. Disappointing inning. I mean, a base hit by... Disappointing inning after a walk by Randy Arozarena. Luke Raley strikes out, then Cole Young strikes out, and then Ref Snyder, who brought in because of a lefty, he grounded out. Yeah, Ref Snyder's bad. I don't. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm getting a lot of Twitch people now. So now there's reports that Jeremy Pena tweaked his knee. That's why. Yep, that's what we heard. Man, I bet those Angels fans are like, stop showing Angels Ohtani highlights. I'm sure Angels fans are tired of seeing Ohtani Angels highlights. Tomorrow's going to be Logan Gilbert. Oh, great. Logan Gilbert is going to be pitching? Yeah, we're doomed. And we are back from the break. We got Eduardo Bizardo on the mound. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Get all your Twitch viewers to comment so you can start monetizing. I know, that's what I'm trying to do. I just put in my bank account information, the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner to right field, and that is going to be a base hit. This could be extra. Bobbles the ball, and Julio Rodriguez just bobbled the baseball. That could have prevented the double, and that is going to be an extra base hit by Carlos Correa. And it was just badly fielded by Julio Rodriguez. Like, how did you let that through? Now we got Loper Fido. And now the pitch. And you're not going to intentionally walk him because you really can't. But what you should do is try to get Loper Fido out and then walk Cam Smith to get Yanni Diaz. I think that's what I would do. But with Bizardo's erratic style, I don't know. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one. Nice pitch by Eduardo Bizardo. Wow. Touchy clutch. I'm not even going to show that comment. I'm just going to leave it. Now the pitch. And that's a strike. Nice pitch. That was a nice fastball that had some movement to it, too. Loper Fido at a 1-2. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. What are you doing, Luke Raley? That was an easy play. How did you not get that? Let's walk Cam Ward, or not Cam Ward, Cam Smith. I guess there was nothing that Luke Raley really could have done. He just had to let it drop. Okay, you got to walk him. You got to walk Cam Smith. There's no point of pitching to him, especially with a guy on third base. I'd rather take a chance for a double play against Yanni Diaz. So I would definitely walk him. Like, please walk him. Walk! Eduardo, can you hear me? Just walk him. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Like, you should walk him and then get up to Yanni Diaz. What are you gonna benefit from this? And even if you do the double play, you'll still give up a run anyway. Correa's at third base. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2. That's what I'm thinking. Wow, all these Twitchers people, they are really that loyal. They're more loyal than my YouTubers. I have 16 of them, and they're not even saying anything. As we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Oh, that's going to be outside for a ball. Oh, you're FSG, Cloud Hopper, aren't you? Yeah, you really converted. Now we're at 1-2, the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. And strike 3 called. And they're going to challenge it. Now that's desperation right there. Or that you know that it just might be. Yep, strike 3. Goodbye, Cam Smith. And that's going to be 1 out. And then you can end this with a double play. Is Yander Diaz up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And who's got it? Someone call for it. Crawford is there, and he makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 away. So, by the way, I'm officially monetized. See if you can donate anything, my Twitch friends. See what you can do. Pete Woodworth is now coming onto the mound. I really did not give my Twitch any kind of attention at all, didn't I? I didn't even know if it was going to do anything. Bizzardo's really got to get out of it. It's going to be Taylor Trammell, the Mariner killer, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And I would almost consider just intentionally walking him too and just get the... Oh, boy. And we're at 0-1. I mean, because he's already torched the Mariners 2 out of 3. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. That was a pitch up or a pitch out or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be 1-1. Because now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now they're cheering. It's strike 2. How many bits is $1 on Twitch? As we're at 1-2.
Equivalent to $1 for Twitch streamers.
As we're at 1-2. I think I can take some bits now, so see if you can do that. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. And strike 3 called, and he is going to do the challenge. Of course he is. Out of pure desperation. What do we got here? And that's a strike 3, and it's time. It is time to sing the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because the Mariners have been fighting back. 4, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hello. Oh, no, said we gotta go. Yeah. Hello. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. A fine little girl waiting for me. No, she's not. Catch a ship across the sea. Hello, ship all we never fail till we make it home. A little way. No. We gotta go. No, said Loey. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. Yeah, I said days I sailed the sea. And we are back from the break. The 7th inning singing is the best, worst part of the streams. Oh, bad man. You are such a bad man. Yeah, Bizarro got out of that at the skin of his teeth. And we are back from the break. Now it's going to be Leo Rivas, and that is going to be a strike. And that's going to be a ground ball foul. Yeah, I've been getting some followers lately. I really ignored this. I'll admit it. Now we're at 0-2 for Leo Rivas. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Man, you really did nag me. I really do thank you guys. Thank you so much. Just never really believed in this stuff. That's all. Now the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down he goes. And that's going to be 1 out. Unfortunately. Now it's going to be J.P. Crawford. And now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. I'm getting evicted to subs to you. Wait, what? I have gas to pay too. We gave you money. Not another pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 2-0. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. It'll take time to get to that threshold amount. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. And that is well out of play. Now we're at 2-2. Another pitch. Oh, that's going to be inside for a ball 3-2. Tattoo our handles. Man, I really got to learn all this Twitch stuff. I really got to watch a whole video on this. Now the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. Got a man on first base. Yep, I guess so. Got 6 people on Twitch. I never expected that. Never did. Ever. Now put in the comments, when was the first video that you ever saw out of me on my Twitch? I'm curious about that. Now here's Cal. Yeah, of course, check swing. Yeah, that's an obvious strike right there. Now the pitch, that's going to be a foul ball. You think of J.P. Crawford apologies incoming? You know that? Oh my gosh. Man, you guys are just blowing it up. Boom. Oh, I hope I was the one that got you into baseball. The pitch. Yeah, if they win, I'll apologize for today, but tomorrow it starts over. It starts over. My expectations are very high. As we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a liner, and it's a foul ball. As we're at 0-2. He doesn't necessarily have to hit a home run, but he seems like he wants to. Now the pitch. And still popped up and fouled. Oh, yeah, can I? A lot of work to do on my Twitch, man. You guys are putting me into a lot of work. I appreciate it. I got a lot of work to do on this Twitch business. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, double play ball, throw to second, and the throw to first. And that's going to be in time for the double play. Ooh. How much longer are the Mariners not going to score? Don't you think it's only a matter of time until Houston scores? I mean, the Mariners got out of that last inning with Bizzardo at the skin of their teeth, and it just seems like it could get closer. Ugh. Do I even qualify for subs? fool of a took. Oh, I'm talking about paid subs is what I was looking for. Think or swim. Yeah, those YouTubers. And we are back from the break. I believe it's going to be Matt Brash. Yeah, they did that in slow motion introduction, all right. Oh, that bark at the park on the 20th. Nah, I would rather not bring my dogs to a game. I'd rather have Colt Emerson. Yeah, I know. I know. We have a talented bullpen, but they're just very erratic. Astros are out of ABS. Now here's Dick Allen. It's back to the top of the lineup. Actually, it's Christian Walker. Now it's going to be a fly ball to center field. But Julio's going to be there, and he makes the catch. That was Christian Walker pinch hitting. Makes you wonder what they're going to do with the defensive alignment. I think that could put Correa at shortstop, Paredes at third base, and then Christian Walker back at first base. And now we got Yordan Alvarez. This is going to be a tough one. Here's Yordan Alvarez to the plate. Now the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball. I can see why you're pitching away from him. I'll do it right after the... If we win, I will do an apology. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball, and that's going to be 2-0. If. But I respect your confidence because I don't have any. It's going to be 2-0. You're really testing it, aren't you, Dutchy Clutch? The 2-0. And check swing, did he go? He did go, and that's going to be 2-1. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner to right field. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a fair ball right off the wall. And now the throw to second, and that's going to be not in time. And they're saying it may have dented the wall. I thought it was going to. That could have been a laser home run, too. Oh, yes, Cloud Hopper. You couldn't have said it better. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. I look like Ohtani. Okay. As now we're at 0-1. Paredes is now up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball popped up. But Randy's going to be there to make the catch. Cal Raleigh, I don't owe him anything. Kenji Jojima, those were the days. He was okay. He had a good hit. He had a good bat, though. Kenji Jojima. It's too bad that he was already old by the time he got to the Mariners. He's almost 50 now, by the way. He was 30 by the time he joined the Mariners. I once saw a Kenji Jojima grand slam home run. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Jojima was very consistent, too. And in 2008 just fell apart. Now the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. He's trying to pitch away from Altuve. This season with runners in scoring position, Altuve is 4 of 16 with 4 RBIs. Now the pitch. Way low for a ball. It's going to be 3-0. I mean, it's almost like you're kind of, it's almost like you're content to just walk him. Yep, they're just going to say, screw it, just walk him. And then it's going to be Carlos Correa, who's going to be even more dangerous to take on. Carlos Correa is going to be very dangerous. Malik Smith, that wasn't in the same era as Kenji Jojima, but man, Malik Smith was really bad. I mean, let's see how bad Malik Smith really was. Like, there's a reason why, man, his last year in his career in Seattle was, oh boy. I mean, he had stolen bases. He was a good stolen base guy, but that was about it. But he struck out 141 times. Somehow he had 19 doubles. And in 2020, it was just really, really bad. I mean, what did he even do after that? Did he just retire after 2020? He's still kind of, he's like hanging around in Mexico right now. Oh, what a man. And now here is Carlos Correa. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And this should do it for this inning. Here is Josh Naylor. Makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. Let's get some runs in to let Munoz get the chance to close the game, even though he kind of pitched a lot. Julio can be a hero. You never know. Whew. It's been a long game, I can tell you that. Oh, who is your least favorite hitter on the Mariners? I think it's going to be J.P. Crawford. He's up there. Oh, you're up subbing for that. Okay. I understand. I mean, who did you expect it to be? Who's your least favorite? They're showing Yoshi on the commercial. A full-suited Yoshi. I wonder how much that is. That is true. Yeah, and Garver's really bad, too. How much is a full-suit Yoshi?
A full Yoshi Yoshi suit or jumpsuit costume.
Oh, that's lame. I need a full Yoshi costume. Now we're back from the break, and now it's Julio Rodriguez, and that is going to be a strike. And now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch way up high. And that was heading towards his direction. That's going to be 2-1. Now we're at 2-1, the pitch. And check swing, did he go? Oh, that was close. Oh, my voice. How am I going to be doing this consecutively? I'm going to be like losing my voice by the end of this. Now we're at 3-1 for Julio. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Why? It was not even in the strike zone. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. He really tried it. This is making me hiccup, isn't it? Now we're at 3-2 for Julio Rodriguez. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Still hiccuping the crap out of it. For anyone that cares, the Aqua Sox won. Now we're at 3-2. The pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. He's still fighting it. Oh my gosh. The hiccup is really bad. What causes hiccups?
Hiccups are involuntary diaphragm muscle spasms, followed by quick.
Now it's 3-2. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and here's Correa to throw to first. Okay, Julio, why don't you ever hustle? Man, if that was Jeter, he would have done a stupid backhand jump throw. Julio is such a lazy runner. Now here's going to be, it's going to be caught. It's going to be 2 outs now. It was a sinking line drive. Randy Arozarena has a chance. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. We're at 0-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. I just need a huge belch moment. That will get me off my hiccups. Mailer's worried. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. How to stop hiccups.
To stop hiccups, try stimulating the vagus nerve. You can do this by
I also have Now we're at 1-2. The pitch. And why is he going for that? That was going to hit the dirt anyway. Oh, JD. I've never seen you before. I'm not going to apologize. I'd rather be in pain. We're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Oh, Randy, it could be 3-2 by now. We're at 1-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-2. We're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a high chopper. Correa's got it. Throw to first. That's going to be in time. Oh, come on. We got to waste Munoz in the 9th inning. Ugh. Drink a bunch of water. It's not going to help. Ugh. That's not wasting Munoz. If you inhale drinking, it can cause hiccups, so be careful. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I need a commercial break moment. Give me a moment, right? Enjoy some burgers.
Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck.
Of course, Munoz is coming in. They're going to use him in a non-save situation. The next 3 batters, it's going to be Loperfido, Cam Smith, and Yandy Diaz. It's not going to be any easier. Here's Loperfido. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. Here we go again. Now it's 1-0, the pitch. Swing and a miss at its full, and that's going to be strike 1. As we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. That's going to be 2-1. As we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball again. We're at 2-2. And the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 3-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's going to be 1 out. Now we got Malik Smith. I meant Cam Smith. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1. Man! I mean, I guess I can see why we're using Munoz, because if we're at the bottom of the inning anyway, I guess. But we're running out of bullpen pitchers now, as we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2. A little bit more of a smooth inning this time for Andres Munoz. Knock on the wood. Now we're at 0-2, the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner. Off the glove. That was off the glove of Rivas. What are you even doing? Cam Smith's going to second base. The throw. Bad throw. What was that? Who threw that to second base? What just happened? So it was off of Cam Smith. Somehow, and like Rivas just was shocked. And then Crawford was trying to make that play. It was just an awful throw. And then Cole Young couldn't even catch it because he was thinking about the tag. Now here's Yanni Diaz up to the plate. Now the pitch. And check swing. Did he go? He did not. Yeah, I guess Cole Young just couldn't catch it. As we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be strike 1. Yeah, sounds about right, because Mariners don't really play defense at all. As now we're at 1-1. It actually could come back to bite them back. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And who's got it? Who's calling for it? And Naylor makes the catch and the throw to second. Oh, it was a tag off. Wow, that could have been gone so wrong in so many different ways. Yeah, Naylor, he barely caught that. I'm stressing too. Now he tried to make a play, but it was cut off by JP. But now it's Taylor Trammell, and he could. This is very much the perfect opportunity to get back at the Mariners again for getting rid of him. Now it's going to be low for a ball. You're saying JP is going to walk it off, but it's going to be Rayleigh, Cole Young, and Ref Snyder. So how do you want me to apologize? Do you want me to tweet it, or do you just want to say I apologize to JP Crawford? I need a tweet. So you want me to tweet at JP? Does he even have a Twitter handle? Now here's Taylor Trammell, 1-0, the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. I don't think he has a Twitter. I guess he does. One little problem, the pitch. Oh, it's going to be a fly ball and foul. Or is it going to be fair? Barely foul. There's one little problem. JP Crawford blocked me. JP Crawford blocked me. You can't make this up. I can't even apologize to him. The man blocked me. As we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. Up high for a ball, 3-1. And now the pitch. Outside for ball 4. And now that's going to go to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Christian Walker, who has a chance to do damage. I guess I will not be apologizing to him. There's no point. He blocked me. So I won't even get to apologize to him because he wouldn't let me. What is up with these players taking it so personally? I don't block people, and people make fun of me all the time. Now here's Christian Walker, now the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. Fine, I will do it. I'll be ready for it. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 2-0, and Munoz is now losing his control. And if this could get worse, I mean, Yordan Alvarez could be up to bat if Munoz is not careful. As we're at 2-0. Now here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Okay, Calroll, you gotta visit him. You gotta tell him what's up. Munoz, I'm gonna say it. He is overrated. Now we're at 3-0. The pitch. And ball 4, take your base. Throw strikes, you moron. This is exactly why you're not even that good. I don't even know how you became an all-star. Yes, he needs to hear this. Maybe that will get him motivated. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's probably going to hit a grand slam. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. And the magic number is 3 for the Astros. As we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Okay. Take him out. It's not working. My God. Munoz has just proved that his all-star year last year was just a fluke. The 2-0. And that's going to be popped up, and that could be trouble. Who's got it? Arozarena's got it, and that's going to retire the side. And the Mariners got out of that at the skin of their teeth. No, I am not apologizing to Andres Munoz. I think my hate actually motivated him. He might have heard me. He went to the bathroom. Bend the knee? I'm not bending anything. But yeah, can you believe that? JP Crawford blocked me. What a loser. What's with these baseball players blocking helpless fans? Well, he ain't my captain. I'm not begging for his forgiveness. I'm not a simp. I didn't even tweet him at all. I don't even know if I tweeted him at once. I don't know when I... Oh, Brennan Donovan's going to be on soon. Yeah. He probably does. And now here is Luke Raley. And now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that is a strike. I don't know. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. You're calling us ladies. I have 21 people on the stream. Wow. And 5 for Twitch. 50 for Twitter, but I think those are just bots, honestly. Now we're at the pitch to Raley. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Could I expect anything more? Nope. Got 21 people on here. We had someone that has donated through the Twitch. Now we need someone from YouTube to match that $1. Let's go. Or do more or better. I guess JP saw my stuff. The pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. Oh, yeah. Pay attention to that. Donate to my channel. And now it is 1-0. Now the pitch. Yeah, it was typical Taryn, who not only donated through YouTube, but also through the Twitch. Now I have 25 people on the YouTube. As we're at 2-0 for Cole Young. Oh, got some Astro fans. Now the pitch. Outside, and that's going to be 3-0. Abreu's on the mound. Now we're at 3-0. The pitch. And that is a strike. For a guy that only tops out at 93 miles an hour, you would think that you would have a favorable chance on him. Especially when he had some problems finding the strike zone. Now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. And now you've got Brendan Donovan coming on. He is going to be pinch hitting for Ref Snyder. Let's see what we can do. Definitely going to need something out of him. I don't think Cole Young can steal. He's already proven that. Got 82 people on total. 27 on my YouTube. It just keeps going. I think the consistency is probably helping a bit. Now they're talking to the pitcher. Because Donovan's up to the plate, so that's where it's going to be tough. All right, Donovan's up to the plate. It's going to be against Abreu. Donovan is third in hits for the Mariners. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. I mean, does Cole Young really have any speed? I don't know if he does. I don't think he's anything fast. That's the problem. We're at 1-0. He had 22 stolen bases in 23, and 23 and 24, but then he just stopped stealing altogether in 25. As we're at 1-0, now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball on Brendan Donovan. It's going to be 2-0. We're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for ball 3. But the problem is, even if Donovan does get the walk, Rivas is going to be up to the plate. That's what I'm very concerned about. Now we're at 3-0. Now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. But the problem is, Rivas is now up to the plate. Leo Rivas is probably going to kill all that momentum. Here's Rivas up to the plate. He walked in the 5th and scored in a run. Now the pitch. And that is going to be inside for a ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. I wonder if you should challenge that call. Why are you even arguing with him? You should have challenged that, boy. We're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. If he strikes out, you should challenge it. As long as it's like outside the strike zone, of course. As we're at 2-1. No, go away. Unless you send me money. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. He absolutely had to swing at that. Another idea is, why don't you just bunt? Now we're at 2-2. Oh, why is the Astro fan stressing? The 2-2. Low for a ball, and that's going to be 3-2. And that's going to get J.P. Crawford up to the plate if they walk. As we're at 3-2 for Leo Rivas with J.P. Crawford up to the plate. And now the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Oh, looks like he fouled it off himself. Let's hope that he is okay. Because I don't know if Mariners can really call up Cole Emerson right now. Oh, it actually hit his foot. I don't even know if that even made contact with his bat. We're still at 3-2. The rally shoe is going on. That's disgusting. You have no idea what you stepped on. The 3-2. And ball 4, take your base. And now the bases are going to be loaded for J.P. Crawford. I don't feel good about this. But yeah, you guys are telling me to apologize to JP. No, it's not. He can end it with a double play or just... Oh my God, you guys are just blowing this up. Oh man, if he does this, I have to send an apology letter to him, don't I? And now we're at 1-2. Or that's JP Crawford. He has 1 for 2. He has already scored in runs. And let's see what we can do with JP. And now the pitch. And that's going to be right in there for a strike. You want me to do a handwritten letter for J.P. Crawford? So what do you want me to do? Write it down? You want me to write it down right now and then send it to him by hand? Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. I mean, we did see this back in 2023 where J.P., I believe he had the bases loaded and he got the runners in. It was to beat the Texas Rangers. So you want me to hand write it? As we're at 0-2 for Crawford. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner, and that is a base hit, and the ball game is over. J.P. Crawford drives in the run, and the Mariners win it 8-7, and it looks like I do owe him an apology for hating on him the entire game. J.P. Crawford saves the day, and not only did he get this game winner in there, he also started that huge comeback, inspiring comeback. And now he's getting showered with the bubble gum. The flames are bursting out there. Fans are happy. We're all happy. Oh, and they want me to write it in cursive, don't they? Okay, I will write it in cursive and send a picture to J.P. Crawford. And what do you want me to say exactly? Let's just go right to it. So I guess I do owe him an apology. Oh, man. JP just made it easy with that nice base hit. They're all chanting JP, JP. All right, let's do it. Put it in the chat. JP, 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 JP. That's 2 wins in a row. That's $2. Astros got next game. GG. Yeah, you know, probably because Logan Gilbert's pitching. Okay, fine. You want me to write that, don't you? I will write it in cursive right now. I will take a picture and send it to JP Crawford's Twitter handle. I'll send it to his Instagram. Okay, I'll do it. But don't forget, I hope you all understand that tomorrow it all resets. Don't forget that. And you all need the proof, don't you? All right, I'm going to write it down right now. Man, okay. All right, you want me to write it in cursive too. Man, did I even remember how to write cursive? I'm still writing it. You are... I really forgot how to write cursive. I really should practice again, shouldn't I? Captain. And the all right, here it is. JP, I am so sorry for ever doubting you. You are the captain and the hero we need. Don't you love it? Oh, you want me to say... I did say I'm sorry. Yeah, JP getting an interview post-home run. Oh, you Twitch people. Oh, I love you guys. I really do. You really... you know what? You guys were the catalyst of the Mariners winning. I'm going to tell Jay Trident podcasts are making me apologize to JP. Right? Apology letter in cursive and tweet it to him and post it everywhere. All right, I will do that. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it on my Facebook. Going to do it on my Twitter. Yes, I'm going to show it again. All right. I will take a picture of it. I probably should do a flash picture, to be honest. All right, I did it by flash. Now I'm going to tweet it to JP Crawford. I guess Astros have the worst pitching in baseball. It's too bad this guy blocked me, but hey, I got to apologize to him. Here is my apology letter to you for ever doubting you. You were the hero for today's game against the Astros. To show how sorry I am, I wrote my apology letter in cursive. Go Mariners. Go Mariners. LFG. Now, I'm not going to put an LFG because I'm tagging the Mariners too. All right, here it is. All right. And the picture of the apology letter. All right, it's going to be sent to JP. And now I got to put it on Instagram. Time to do it on Instagram. All right. Here it is. Does JP even have Instagram? Here is my apology letter for ever doubting you, especially for today's game, exclamation mark. You were truly the hero for today. Gonna share it on my story, of course. Yep. Now it's gonna go on Instagram. And just for fun, I'm gonna send it to Jay Trident Podcast. You really love me doing this. I don't know if he'll unblock me though. That's the problem. Oh, yes. I'll try to get some on Monday. Oh, you say justice is served. Oh, I got to do it on my Facebook, too. Got to do it on the Rooftop Sports. My apology letter for JP Crawford for doubting him. At least for today. And then I got to do it on my YouTube channel. All right, now I'm going to do it on the YouTube channel post. My apology letter to JP Crawford for ever doubting him for today. He was indeed the hero with a huge inspiring victory over the Astros. There. I posted it all. I think this is a day that will live in immortality. Yep. Everyone's really making fun of me today. I really like it. But here's the thing. I appreciate every one of you today. Thank you for being here. I really got to get moving. But yeah, JP Crawford, he really did it. He really, at least for today, he did it. But tomorrow it all resets. But I'm going to be back tomorrow for the Mariners and Astros, and hopefully they can just secure the series victory. All the credit, not only JP Crawford gets the MVP for today, but also my Twitch followers for really just on fire. You just kept me going. Like, you guys were, I think you guys outperformed Josh and Jay Triton podcast combined. So shout out to all of you, because all you YouTubers were very overwhelmed. But until then, celebrate the victory. See you tomorrow, and go Mariners.
What a win for the Mariners. If you intend to go to the next Mariners game or any event, use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off the purchase. And go Mariners.